officially gassed. Let's get it. So what's going on, Gas Gang? Today we are back with an absolutely crazy video. Just look behind me. We have got the world's only mid-engined 1.8 turbo swapped 400 brake horsepower Triumph Spitfires that only weighs 680 kg. Guys, this is gonna be absolutely crazy, trust me. So stay tuned for this one and let's get it. Nick, welcome to Officially Gassed.
Hi Jamie.
Mate, you've brought down something very, very bonkers today.
Thank you.
I mean, I saw pictures of it, but in real life, this thing is a whole different level of crazy.
I aim to please.
Do you want to talk us through what this is, how it started life, and perhaps what it is now? Yeah.
Sure, this is, I think it's probably the world's only mid-engine Triumph Spitfire. Okay. 1978 Triumph. You start off life as a little 1500cc engine stuck at the front. It's now got a 1.8T 20 valve 400 horsepower Audi engine stuck at the back.
Make it sound so simple.
It was, no, it was my lockdown project.
So all built by yourself during lockdown?
Everything, yeah.
Started on a budget, got a little bit expensive?
Yeah, it started off at £75 for an engine and gearbox and £25 for a chassis, delivered to my house, that cost. I could only buy stuff that eBay would deliver, because there was no way of getting out.
Yeah.
And then, and I think the body ended up at about 250.
Wow.
And doors for 20 quid, bonnet tenner, seats £1.
The seats were £1. I love it.
Mazda MX-5 seat.
So let's talk about the engine then.
Yeah.
400 brake horsepower, 1.8 T from a Passat, you said?
From VW, yeah, 2002 VW Passat.
Okay, do you want to talk us through what's been done to it?
Yeah, so when I bought the engine, we fired it up and got it going, and smoke was coming out the back. So we knew the turbo had gone, so I had to buy a bigger turbo for it. Okay. That was all great, and everything was running nicely. And then the cam belt went. Oh no. And I lost the cylinder head, so we managed to source another cylinder head, and I thought, well, if we're going to do this way, we might as well go big turbo. So I got a GT2860 RS turbo. Okay. Forged all the internals, BAM pistons, you know, big port cylinder head. Wow. Meth injection. I just went for it.
And then obviously there's a bit of a strange gearbox connected to that engine, right?
Yeah, so the original gearbox was the standard Passat one. But the problem with that was it just ran out of steam at about 15 mile an hour in first gear, so you never actually got any boost. Got you. So I put a 1.9 TDI diesel gearbox in there. Okay. With a Chinese Phantom LSD, limited slip diff. And how much did that LSD cost? $18, £15. It worked. That's the thing, if it works, it works. So the gearbox, was it more for ratios or strength then? Just ratios. I just wanted something that allowed me to get up to sort of like 60 quite quickly. Theoretical top speed of 195. I'm not going to do that. And let's just talk about how much this car actually weighs too. 685 kilos. So an incredible power to weight ratio, 400 brake horsepower, 685 kg. This is crazy. No driver aids of any description. No ABS, no power steering, nothing at all. It's quite raw. So talking about, again, I was going to say the interior. Now, there's not much interior because it's such a small cabin. But looking at it, obviously being convertible and with the mid-engine conversion, the engine is kind of in the cabin with you. Yeah, I lost about 3 inches of legroom. Okay. Which is not that bad, because on the Spitfire you have a little shelf behind the seats where the diff goes. Okay. And so basically I've lost that bit. Got ya, got ya. So if I haven't lost that much. I mean, I'm 6 foot, I fit in it quite nicely. With the engine kind of sitting how it is, does it heat up a lot, or? It gets warm in there. It's nice. In the summer when it was really hot, it wasn't much fun. So it has no aircon.
Yeah.
And even with the roof off, you get the air coming out from the hole in the bonnet.
Oh, okay.
So you get hot regardless. Doesn't matter where you sit.
Amazing. Okay, so should we talk a little bit? Did we touch on chassis? Should we talk about the chassis and the setup and how you've done everything?
Yeah. So the engine fits where the Spitfire's differential would fit before. So it just plonked in there nicely, and I've used an Audi A4 B7 Quattro rear subframe to hold the gearbox and the drive shafts and all that lot.
Got you.
It all just plugged together really nicely. It's a bit longer wheelbase than a standard Spitfire, about 5 inches longer.
Okay.
But it's also a lot wider.
Okay.
Well, the body came with no panels on it at all, no floor, no wings. It was just nothing. It was just basically a bulkhead. Ironically, the best bit of metal was in the boot.
Okay.
And that's the bit I cut out to fit the engine. So I had to make everything from scratch, all these sills, the rear arches, everything.
Wow.
And it was just, yeah. it was the neighbours loved me. Angle grinder going 24/7.
Oh, mate. And then you flipped the front where the engine used to be, and you've got a tiny little fuel cell. Do you want to talk about what's going on inside the front now?
So at the front we've got a Ford Fiesta diesel radiator.
Okay.
I've got a 5-gallon fuel cell, which doesn't go very far. So my son's brought along a couple of gallons of fuel in the back of his car, which we've topped up already.
Amazing.
And electric coolant pump, Davis Craig water pump, just to help the cooling going right the way through the car.
Got you.
And it's, I've tried to put some sort of ground effect, so as you drive along, air comes up through the front and does push the front down to the ground.
Nice.
So it does work quite well.
It's functional.
The Spitfires get really light at the front.
Got you.
Because the air gets trapped onto the bonnet, but I've sealed this underneath, so it stays quite planted.
Amazing.
And of course I've got massive wheels and
that's the thing. So let's talk about that too. Wheels, brakes and suspension. Do you want to give us a run through?
Yeah, so it's all Audi. So I've got apart from the front calipers, which are BMW Series 1 because they were cheap. But the rear ones are Audi calipers from the A4, and I've got big discs all the way around and no ABS or anything like that. But it's using the Passat, VW Passat brake system on it.
This is crazy, and
it's nuts. It does Spitfire as well.
That's what we like. That's what we like. Oh, lastly, who tuned this?
A friend of mine who lives in Scotland, a guy called Lewis Battersby.
Okay.
And he's he's been my support for everything Audi over the internet.
Okay, well, shout out to him. So, okay, nothing left to say. Should we go for a little rip of this?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Let's go. So we're out in this crazy car. I think I'm gonna have to be shouting because as you hear or don't hear, but yeah, it is very loud, so bear with us, just enjoy the smiling. But before we actually hit the road, what I thought was actually cool to mention is when you said these seats were 99p, I thought that's how they came. You actually re-trimmed them from your couch at home.
Yeah, everything. We had an old leather sofa in the house, so I cut it all up and retrimmed everything, the dashboard, the door cards, everything.
And also I realised you've got a Smiles per Gallon top on there.
Yeah.
Who's that you're representing?
It's a local car club that we meet on the first Sunday of every month.
Okay.
I think the Crook and Billets in Ivor.
Okay.
Brilliant place, lots of lovely cars, lovely people.
Yeah.
Good beer.
Well, there you go. Well, shout out to them. Shout out to them. This is nuts. Boost comes in, it just it goes warp speed, doesn't it? It's oh my god, proper old school power delivery, though, isn't it? Like it's Nothing. Whoosh! Like, you know what I mean?
You pull away in first gear, keep the revs up.
Yeah.
It's like that all the way through.
Okay. Man, this is flying. This is absolutely flying. You're right, if you go quite aggressive from the beginning, it does stay up in the revs and it stays on boost, doesn't it? Yeah. But apart from that, man, it's just, I don't know what to say. It's crazy. You were saying even the dashboard is made from a tree in your garden.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a proper homemade car.
Hey.
Oh, you've got a lot more legroom on this side.
I know, mate, this is tiny, look at it. Mate, I'm not the biggest of guys. In fact, you're taller than me and you're driving this very well, but the steering wheel is, I don't know if they can see, they probably can't see the steering wheel, but the steering wheel is literally in between my legs.
Yeah.
Guys, I've never had an experience like, I've had some crazy experiences, right? Each one of them unique and different in their own way, I guess, but this has got to be probably the most home-built kind of creation so far, I think, like, you know? And it's so functional too. Yeah. You know what I mean? And even cruising, don't get me wrong, it is loud, it is brash when we're on the loud pedal, I guess. But cruising, it's actually quite compliant, like, you know what I mean?
It does 70 to the gallon.
How much?
Nuts. 70 to the gallon at about 40 mile an hour.
Where do I put my order down on? And that's crazy. So the gear stick is actually very close to the dashboard.
It is very close.
And tiny little wing mirror. This is crazy. All right, cool. Oh my God, I've never had a pedal so often. All right, cool. So we're pulling away. Wow. This is incredible. Guys, this is an experience. This is an experience. Sound. Right, somebody ease into it. Just have a little third gear part. Right. I've got to get used to those pedals. Wow, this is a, the driving position is very alien to me. The pedals, you've got to get very used to it. Yeah. Is this the standard pedal kind of configuration? Is this where they work? Really, they're really offset, like, you know, to the right. But, this is, right. You've got to bear with me. What? The steering wheel's tiny, everything, the noises, it's all going on. So we're waiting until we get straight and make a little third gear pull again. Right. This is when that boost comes in, this goes bananas.
Like, crazy.
Right, this is crazy. Wow. Oh my God. And the way the brakes is kind of like, the pedals are laid up, like when I take my foot off the throttle, I'm literally just pushing the brake with my little toe. That's how my foot has to kind of maneuver. This is unbelievable. Like the way the boost comes in is just scary. You go for a little second gear pull. Right, second gear pull. Push the slap. Right. Right, this makes you feel alive, doesn't it? The engine is in my ears. The engine's in my ear, the steering wheel's in my lap, the pedals are over there, the gear stick's up here, it's all over the place. Oh man, but it works. It just works. I love it. Alright guys, so we're going to end the video here. We've had to pull up and turn it off because otherwise you wouldn't hear us. Just a kind of a short little kind of journey out today, because we've got a tiny fuel tank. Exactly. And we were running out of fuel quick, so we've decided to call it a day before we had to push this car back to the meet point. So I just want to say, Nick, thank you so much for showing me this car and coming down to the channel. Let me shake your hand, mate, because you're a legend. This is a lockdown build that he's done all by himself. It's so crazy. Like, it tickled me when you told me that the wood on the dash is from the tree in your garden, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And the rest of it, you know, the leather on these seats are from your couch. And yeah, just the prices and the intuitiveness that's went into this. It's just, I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing it. Is there anywhere people can find you and just
I've got a website, thespitfire.uk.
Okay.
Please visit it. It's a whole build story on there, loads of pictures, videos, my YouTube channel and stuff. There's loads of stuff on it.
Wicked. And did you have a Facebook group of some description?
Yeah, the Modified Triumph group.
Okay.
So
cool.
if you've got a Triumph and you want to join us and see equally insane motors.
So there's more of you, yeah?
Oh yeah, there's 6,600 of us.
Oh wow, you crazy lot. Well guys, I'll leave links to both of those in the description so you can find him. And once again, thank you so much for sharing this with me, man. It's been a fun day. So guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.